What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, or welcome if it's your first time here. Now, sometimes you see something that just leaves you puzzled, scratching your head, thinking, what? How's this even possible? Who would have put this together in 2012? Like this cover here from The Economist magazine, a rough guide to hell cover artwork from our 2012 Christmas double issue. And this hasn't been doctored. This is actually from the website you can see over here, www.economist.com. Content, rough guide, hell, it says. But you can see here the image. And it's full of all kinds of extraordinary imagery, all crammed into one thing. But I think they're trying to tell us about our future. If you look right here, one of the things I think is really shocking about this, if you look right here, you see this guy right here, Hamas. You can see his headband right there, Hamas. You can see he is on a hang glider. Hamas on a hang glider. Now, who would have thought to put Hamas with a hang glider battling Israel and wrath in 2012? I mean, who would have thought about that? I mean, is that coincidence? What do you think? Do you think that is just someone drawing artwork and just making things up, or do you think they already know what the future is going to be, or their plans for the future, and they know what they're going to try to implement in the future, and they put it right here in these drawings, this artwork? If you look right here, you see India and China, and they are feeding this coal-burning furnace here, looks like. We see Satan, different Satan everywhere. There's the main Satan, I think, and these are some of his minions around. Climate change here. But if you look in here, I can't tell what this is. I think this is the Economist magazine right here. I think what this is. So we have Satan holding the Economist magazine with this same cover here. I think that it is, best I can tell. But you look right here, and you look in the Lake of Fire, and you see who they planned on putting in the Lake of Fire. You see the guy from Syria right here. You see Putin from Russia. You see the guy from Iran, the leader from Iran. You see Gaddafi, and they're all here in the Lake of Fire. You look over here, and there's Kim Jong-un holding his little missiles in his hands, but he's not in the fire. You look over here, there's Barack Hussein Obama. It says pride on the side of his boat, envy. And you see right down here, Hacker Central. You see the Satan minions on computers hacking, cyber attacks. There's I think that's Merkel from Germany. And there is United States, laid back, oil pouring down his throat. Bankers, greed. I mean, but the most astonishing thing about this is this right here, Hamas on a hang glider. I mean, really, what is the likelihood of that, guys? That's, I mean, it could happen, I guess. I mean, someone could set down the draw list, and paint, I'll put Hamas in a hang glider battling Israel. And there's Benjamin Netanyahu on another glider coming in, wrath, anger. Exactly what we're seeing right now. And it's at the top right here, as you can see. This is the top, and this may start all this other stuff right here. I mean, I don't know. This is definitely shows, I think, a lot of their plans that they have, the globalist plans that they had planned out way in advance. I mean, really, I'm not sure who these two guys here are. Someone knows? Let me know in the comments below. I mean, extraordinary. Extraordinary. Over here looks like a volcano erupting right there. And over here looks like some kind of a prison, or maybe it's a smart city. I mean, I don't know. It's kind of the same thing. We see here more people being dumped into the Lake of Fire. But this right here is telling. You see who they've actually went after since 2012. And he's dead. And they want these two dead for sure. And this one right now, they're working on these three right now, in my opinion. But you see over here, Kim Jong-un with his little missiles in his hand. He has two, one in each hand. Some at his feet here. He's not in the fire. He's watching the rest of them burn. United States, oil, little demonic figure here pouring oil from a 55-gallon drum into Uncle Sam's mouth. Gluttony. sloth, Wall Street. You can see Wall Street is pretty much under. What do you think about this, guys? Do you think this is just some cartoonist drawing? Or do you think this is them showing us their plans for the future? And you can see right here, this is happening right now. Wrath, Hamas on the glider coming in, Israel returning, wrath in the middle. What we're seeing right now for sure. We see China and India feeding the coal furnace, pollution. We see climate change here. We see Satan with this magazine cover right here. So Satan, they're trying to say pretty much is in charge, I guess. But over here we have hackers. Hacker Central. So out of this right here we see that Hamas and Israel starting this. We see these leaders in the lake of fire, meaning dead. We see hackers down here working to hack the cyber attacks and things on the power grid, most likely. What this going on here, I do not know. We have a little figure here, and we have some people here. I'm not sure who this guy is, right off my head right now. We see him between two little Satanist figures. Someone else hiding back here in the back. Not sure what that means. But a lot of this stuff, I don't know what it means. If you can figure this out, let me know in the comments below. But it's obvious. We see right here Hamas on a hang glider, Israel, war, wrath. We see over here a prison, Uncle Sam, gluttony with oil. We see Wall Street under. We see these leaders here from these countries that the United States is, I already said, are enemies, and they obviously want these countries right here to be, these leaders to be destroyed and their countries to be in chaos. You know, the United States, they say we export freedom and democracy, and that is complete bullshit. The United States doesn't export freedom and democracy. The United States exports war and turmoil around the world. It's been that way for a long time. They went into these countries to bring democracy and freedom, and they destroyed the country, and it turns out to be destabilized because they get rid of the duly elected leaders like, Gaddafi. And as Hillary Clinton said, we came, we saw, and he died. So this thing was just a big game. But the United States doesn't bring freedom and democracy around the world. They bring war, and they bring turmoil, and they bring currency. That's all we produce. War, turmoil, and currency here in the United States, or our federal government anyways. But this is extraordinary, I think. Especially this Hamas right on the headband, Hamas. Benjamin Netanyahu, there's his Israeli flag. Attack. Wrath. I mean, really. Who would have thought about this in 2012? Coincidence? Maybe. But you see here, we know they want these four here. One's already bit the dust already. We know they want these other ones, too, to be in the lake of fire. It means dead. Wall Street, crumbling. Prison in the background. Smart city, has a tower, looks like. Anyways, guys, let me know what you think in the comments below. Do you think this is just a coincidence? Or do you think they were showing us what the future is going to be? Or their vision for the future in 2012 in this cover of Economist magazine? Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you liked the video, give it a big thumbs up. Thanks for watching. And Creekmore out here, and I'll see you all in the next video, hopefully.